Hi, my name is Amber Westcott, and today I would like to take a minute to discuss with you a piece of important news that has been bombarding the media as of September 30th. With all of the rumors and stories going around about the new pandemic, Ebola, there are many unanswered questions and worries that are left to be answered. For instance, are there more cases? Where did it come from? How contagious is it? Am I at risk? All are valid questions that I will be addressing. I will go over how Ebola came to the United States of America, what it is, and how Ebola is boosting the cellular emergency supplies, and the difficulty of diagnosing this new sickness. Now, first of all, I'd like to go over how it came to the United States. It came to the United States, a man by the name of Thomas Duncan, who is currently located in Dallas at the Presbyterian Hospital. He is in critical condition. He was in Liberia. Obviously, the outbreak is very severe over there. He was helping a woman who had a very bad case of Ebola, took her to the hospital. They turned her away because of her sickness. Took her home, nursed her. He ended up contracting the disease himself. According to the Huffington Post and BBC, when he was coming back and they were doing their surveys and scans through the airports, one of two things happened. A, they were not very thorough, or B, he was not as forthcoming as he should have been. As of right now, he's the only detected case of Ebola. There are no other known cases. They did in Miami and San Francisco test people. However, those tests both came back negative. So as of right now, I say again, the one in Dallas is the only known case of Ebola. And as of Sunday, he was in critical condition. Moving on, it's pretty easy from what I've read to take care of if it's caught early. A lot of flu-like symptoms, diarrhea, coughing, vomiting, sweating. Now, this is not an airborne disease. According to the CDC, it's when you have cuts or scrapes, it's contracted by bodily fluids. For instance, according to the CDC, when an infection does occur in humans, the virus can be spread in several ways to others. It can be spread through a broken skin or mucous membranes, through the eyes, nose, or mouth. Now, they do go on to say that Ebola is not spread through the air or by water, which is great news. So somebody just coughing in a crowded room is not going to cause this to spread. Now, it does say that in general, it is not foodborne, meaning it's not located in food. However, in this case, it is believed that due to the wild bush king in Africa, this is where this started. Now, as of right now, our food is fine, our water is fine, our air is fine. Our only concern is making sure that Mr. Duncan gets better. Moving on, now, President Obama at this time is sending a military team out so that he can assist in containing this sickness and making sure that it does not spread. Last I read on Washington Journal and Bloomberg is that 4,000 troops are being deployed at this point in time. The location was not given, so I'm not sure exactly where they're going. I would assume it would be Liberia, Sierra Leone, places like that are having the major outbreaks. Also, I did read in the Washington Journal that in the past 2 years, a man by the name of David Scott, his online emergency supplies, he was selling 1 to 2 a year. They're $149 emergency packs. He, at this point, has completely sold out. So they are moving quickly. I don't believe that there is a need to be alarmed. It does seem that the government and the medical officials are doing what they can to ensure that this does not spread, that it is contained, and that we are safe. However, you do want to take precautions. Make sure you are washing your hands. Make sure you are covering your mouth when you sneeze or cough. Typical precautions. Make sure you're getting your vaccines. We've gone over a multitude of information in regards to the ailment that is new not only to this country, but to human beings themselves. It is not a known human being disease. As of right now, it seems to be under control. As I previously stated, the medical officials are working round the clock to ensure that Mr. Duncan does get back on his feet and that he is healthy. Hopefully I have answered all of your questions, but if you have any further questions, please email me or get with me on within the class reason, and I would be more than happy to either look up the answers if I don't know them for you, or to go ahead and explain a little more in detail. Obviously, with my works cited, all of my stuff will be there. As again, I had Huffington Post, BBC, the CDC, the Washington Journal, and Bloomberg. All are very knowledgeable. They all have multiple articles, and I encourage you to keep yourselves afloat on as to what's going on at this time. As I said, I don't feel that there's a need for alarm, but you should always make sure that you're prepared in these cases. Thank you.